Hi, I'm with Dave Pickerel, and we're at 67 Wine talking about his creation of WhistlePig 10-year-old straight rye. So tell me, where is this made?
Well, this is currently being made in Canada. We bring it down and then finish it off in Vermont. The ultimate goal is that we'll be making it all in Vermont. And as a matter of fact, this last year we grew the first round of organically certified rye and shipped it back up to be distilled for us while we're getting our distillery built.
Got it. So this is made with Vermont rye.
Yes.
Ah, cool. And um, is the making of this rye different from other ryes on the shelf?
Well, there are a number of differences here. The first difference is that this is 100% rye, and for those that actually make whiskey know that rye is kind of the brat of the grains. It's the higher the percent you get in rye, the harder it is to make, and it's not linear. It's more like exponential. So there are a handful of folks that will go to 90, a smaller number that'll go to 95, but nobody really wants to go to 100 because it foams, it's sticky, it generally makes a mess, and it's very, very difficult to work with.
How is the flavor different when it's 100% rye versus, say, rye and wheat or rye and barley?
Great question. Rye is an incredibly flavorful grain. It's just full of rich spices. When you put anything other than rye in, you begin to confuse those spicy notes, and they don't come through as crisp and as clean. So when you taste WhistlePig, the taste starts off, I say it's like, when you watch a drag racer, the light turns green and it kind of sits down for a couple seconds, and then it takes off. Well, that's like this. When you first taste it, you have 2 or 3 seconds where you go, ah, and then all of a sudden it runs down the tip of your tongue and just explodes. And when it does, it's like fireworks in your mouth. And I don't mean hot, but just glorified spiciness. You can actually see, there goes the allspice, there goes the anise, there goes the ginger, there goes the burnt orange, just boom, 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 boom. And just when you think it's going to get to be too big, it settles down and then finishes with this caramel butterscotch and vanilla finish that's so long it needs its own zip code.
And you waited 10 years. Any
Right.
reason you've chosen?
10 years I think is really important. Rye is, because it's such an expressive grain, it needs extra time in the wood to saw the rough edges off of it. And I think of it as a power zone. Someplace between 9 and 11 years is where rye really comes into its own. Where you begin to balance out perfectly the grain and the wood tastes. And so that's why we chose 10 years, is because we are searching for a perfect balance between the grain and the wood.
Well, thank you very much. I'm glad we carry your product, and thanks for
Thank
coming
you,
in.
and thanks for carrying it. I appreciate it.
Thank you.